Hey YouTube, Rando here. I wanted to come do a quick update today. It's the weekend and I was going to do some videos this weekend, but we have so much going on right now. We finally made it back home after all that trouble. Power company coming out, charging me a $160 service charge to tell me it was on my side, which it wasn't this whole time. It's been on the power company side. He didn't climb the line. He didn't go up to the box. He didn't do anything. He walked in my backyard and looked at my box and told me it was on my side. It was my problem. I was going to have to hire an electrician. So he charged me $160 on my light bill. And then come to find out after I spent all this money and did all this work to the house, which it needed to be done anyway, so that's not a big deal. But the $160 they charged me, they're going to get that back because they sent out another guy. And we both are looking at the line, and I can physically, just on the ground, look at the line and tell it's messed up. It's hanging down 2 foot lower than it usually does for one. Like I could get on the trampoline and jump up and smack the wire, you know what I mean? It wasn't that far up. Used to be a lot further up anyways. But anyways, long story short, it was on the power company side. They apologized. They did not charge me for the second charge, but he told me I was going to have to call and argue with the power company to get the $160 back that I already paid for the first service charge. So whatever, if they don't give it back to me, I guess I'm screwed out of that money. But I'm going to call up there tomorrow and give them hell until they at least tell me no. Enough times that I feel like, you know, I've gotten my money's worth out of their time, if nothing else. But anyways, so we're home, got a lot to do around here. I've got to empty out that other house. I've got to get everything over here, then I've got to get everything put up. We actually came home that night, the day they fixed it. We were going to give it another week because I still wasn't done with the plumbing in the kitchen. I said, screw it, man. We were just ready to come home. I don't like staying anywhere but my own house. I don't even like staying in a hotel room or anything. So we came home that night and got back in here. Still doing a lot of work. Still got a lot of stuff to go through. All my gear, all my guns, all my ammo, everything that goes in here, all our food storage, our clothes. I'll show you. Is in totes and bags right now and boxes. And I started work on the closet already. You can see I started ripping down sheetrock there. I've got to knock down the framing that's inside there, and I'm going to start working on that closet. We'll do a video on that because that's going to be a cool little man project. This is going to be my man cave. So I'm going to redo the closet. I'm going to sink the safes into the wall, and then make some shelves and put a bunch of cedar up, make it look nice. We'll do a video on it as we're doing it or whatever, but I just wanted to let you guys know we are back home. We haven't had internet for the past, I don't know, like 6 days till last night. AT&T guy had to come out and switch the internet over. Like, I don't get it. We had internet the night before they ever came out. Told me we're not going to be there till Friday. We can't get somebody out there till Friday. And the guy calls and says he's on his way. It's late. It's like 4 hours later than when he was supposed to be here. And I told him, I said, you don't have to come. My internet's already on. But apparently he had to come out and check the internet or something like that, whatever. So that just tells me they could have flipped a switch or did whatever in their computer. And I could have had internet the day I left and came back here that night. The next morning I could have had internet here. But instead they waited till Thursday night to turn it on. And then the guy still had to come out Friday to test my internet service. Like, just weird crap. I don't know, but whatever. We got internet back so we can start watching a couple videos here and there. You know, I've been missing my YouTube. I've had what you call them, YouTube withdrawals. Not really, but we just haven't done any videos lately, and I haven't been watching a whole lot of videos, so I haven't been on YouTube a whole lot. Kind of miss it a little bit, so. It is what it is, though. Got a lot to do. I just showed you. And here's a minefield, and it's no better in the living room. We've got the kids' room done. We've got the kitchen done. We've got the bathroom done. Now we got to work on this room and the living room and the garage and back porch. Everything needs to be redone. Oh, by the way, got home, back door was kicked in. And people wonder why I move, you know, all my valuable stuff whenever we leave. I take all my guns and gear and ammo and my wife's jewelry boxes and my kids' PlayStations and Xbox Ones and this and that, whatever we have that's worth any money comes with us. That's why, you know, we don't live in a great neighborhood, man. It's really not a bad neighborhood. It's the neighborhoods that are about a mile and a half down the road that aren't great, and you know, their kids come over here, they're whatever, themselves, the adults, and they do stupid shit like steal watermelons and kick in back doors and try to steal kids' bikes. Caught a dude trying to steal my kid's bike one day, and I ran up on him, and he jumped off the bike and freaked out and took off running. And it was a grown man, it wasn't a kid. This was a crackhead just trying to get a free ride. Jumped on my kid's bike and ride it out the front yard. He didn't realize I was working in the garden right there in the front yard, and he didn't see me. And I caught him trying to steal the bike. So it's just not the best neighborhood around here. They kicked my back door in. They didn't get anything. I didn't have any lights. They got in the house. They probably didn't have any flashlights or anything. And, you know, they got inside and realized there was no lights. They couldn't see anything, so they just immediately left, I guess. That's what I'm guessing, because nothing came up stolen. They walked by quite a few yard tools as they walked into the kitchen. You have to go through the washroom, and that's where I keep my yard tools at. And they walked past, you know, a brand new mower, a brand new weed eater, 4-stroke weed eater, an expensive weed eater, and walked past all that stuff, and I guess they just never saw it because there was no lights. So they didn't get anything from me, but they did kick my back door in, so I had some repairs to do there. And my alarm system, it kind of freaked me out because I have a little battery in there, a little like riding lawnmower ATV battery, one of those small ones, and it's supposed to work as a backup system if the power goes out, but either the battery's bad or it ran too long with no power and not being able to recharge. It just went out altogether, so I never got a notification to my phone or anything that the door had been kicked open. So it's whatever. The sensor never went off or anything, so that's something I'm definitely going to have to upgrade, is our security system around here. We're looking to do our cameras first, and then we're going to start working on the actual security system itself. I want a surveillance system in first. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little safe right here and drill a hole big enough for my wires to get in there, and or try to go wireless and maybe see if it'll work through the walls of the safe, because that is a heavy safe. It's concrete and steel. I mean, it's thick too. It's a Century. It's heavy duty. So I'd like to put my DVR in there that does all the recording. That way, if they do get in, they're going to have to get that safe, you know, wherever it's bolted to. They're going to have to get it out and carry it with them to get the, you know, all the footage. So that's what I'd like to do anyway, just put a little DVR box in there or something. But a lot of work to do around here. We'll be updating you guys as we do it. Got a lot of videos to work on. I just haven't had time to do them. Hopefully this week I'll get to some of those. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.